Welcome back to another game. And update, no message from Gotham Chess. My audio is very loud, so turn that down. So, knight c3. E4. Opponent rated exactly 2000. Actually, our rating's doing pretty well at the moment. 2049 at time of recording. Let's see if it will be higher or lower than that come the end of the game. So getting like the main line of the Van-Geet, which we've seen. Trying to play this quite a lot at the moment. Next move, as you would have seen, if you've seen some other videos, because I get this a lot, bishop out to c4, knight f3, and ideally putting pressure on f7. So if they're picking the wrong move order of developing their pieces, knight often goes out to g5 and pressures on f7. So let's see what response we get. I say most common is e5, that's kind of a principled way. You can also bring your knights out. So knight ideas like this make some sense. But you've got to be careful, really. So knight f6, you've got to be, like I said, a bit careful. I think best move will be one of these two to defend your pawn, because I'm bringing my knight out with tempo on the pawn. So if you play this, the reason it's not so good is I play knight f3, attacking the pawn with tempo. Most people will play knight c6, and then I get my jump into g5, attacking the pawn, and then best case they block with their bishop. And then I know that the engine likes to take with the knight, but I mean we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. So that's an option. So best is to put your bishop there, which allows you to castle, but obviously this is very natural. So just playing pretty much through prep at the moment, which is nice. We move 6 and feeling pretty comfortable. Yeah, fine. So that's the right move, such that when knight goes there, they've got the option to now castle. So we play d3. And we have a game of chess. Now, my next plan is to try and pave the way for my f-pawn to come, and I remember some of the engine analysis said that this manoeuvre is a good one, and we actually had a game, knight there, it looks under pressure, knight takes, queen took the knight, and we picked up the bishop. An engine, I think, said that knight h4 was the best move here. So we'll go in for that. So multi-purpose move. One, if we can land a knight on f5, that's got to be good. And secondly, it moves the way for our f-pawn to come through. So this is the nice thing about playing openings repeatedly, is that you slowly add an extra move of prep, a bit more comfortable in the position, and know what's going on a bit. So like I say, when the first time I played this, I had to kind of think of this move on my own, but then checked it and the engine likes it. So this is kind of the standard idea I go for now. And like I say, in the game that we played this before, they played knight takes e4, which is just a mistake because we take with a knight. They do have a free move with their knight, but they don't have any useful squares for it. You know, like here, here. Nothing's super useful. This is obviously weakening and can't really be played because bishop takes. This feels really weakening because the knight comes in. So we're kind of good to getting a knight in here. Maybe an option is to play knight here so that you can meet it with knight e7. That could be interesting. Or we could always swap, well, not swap plans, but just play this plan of playing f4 and undermining the structure, having a strong rook, a bishop that's coming over here, and two knights in attacking position. So this is why this opening I think scores so well, because of these kind of plans. And let's see what response our opponent goes for. So they do go knight c6, which I think is a good move. And like I say, maybe their plan is to meet knight f5 with knight e7. So let's have a think about that. It's basically a toss-up between, do I want to play knight here, knight here? I think I'd take the... Would I take the bishop? I think so. Queen takes, and then play f4, which I like the look of, or playing f4 immediately. But I think trading this knight for this bishop makes some sense, so I think I'm just going to drop it in here. If bishop wants to snatch it first, I'm happy with that. And I say long term, got some pressure here. Okay. Doesn't want to give me his bishop. I'm also thinking, do I have anything around this king yet? You know, could sacrifices like this. Check. If I could get a... what about this? Takes. So knight there. Not quite yet. Like queen f3 is kind of interesting to set up the idea. I could really do with it being on this square. So maybe now I kind of look back at my f4 plan. Takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Got a rook in quite a nice position now. I think I like this. Got a lot of pieces hovering around their king. This pawn's pinned. Got some sacrifice ideas on h6. If I could get my queen to like here, that would be brilliant. Yeah, if there's a way of like, if I could put my knight on h5 without enabling them to take here with the bishop, which we'll be in a position to do in a... Yeah, but the issue is that takes. This is also kind of annoying. Having to give up that bishop. And another kind of key idea in this is to play a4, which is two-purposed. One, that it stops, well, it doesn't stop, but it means that on knight a5, if we've got a4 in, we can retreat our bishop back. And also, given that I'm trying to grind down on the king side, black's main source of counterplay will be coming at me at the queen side. So if I can play a4, it also helps to do that. It does give his knight a nice square on b4, but you know, I can live with that. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I was a bit eager to play f4. Maybe a4 was the more principled move. So knight there. I think I drop it back and accept a trade. It does help lock down the queen side a bit. It gives me an open a file and helps prevent against any c4 pushes, but my bishop's quite a key attacker on this diagonal. I'm thinking if I'm going to get some attacks brewing in here, it's going to be a really key piece. Trade, we get a kind of half rook lift in now. Okay, so he puts his knight in that way. I think this is stronger because it forces the trade, because now I've got the ability to go back. And the other thing, long term, there might be a tactic of this. with now that this knight is only defended by the queen, so I think I'm just going to drop this back without too much further thought. Maybe the plan's to play knight here and provide a bit of safety to their king. So I need to be semi-careful that this knight has no retreating squares. The only available one is on h4. So I need to be careful at some point of like king h7 and g6, because my knight's really loose. But the other thing, if this queen ever moves, like if they come down this diagonal, I've got that tick. So I was thinking just drop back to here. I think gives me the most options. So again, this pawn is pinned, so this knight isn't technically defended. I don't know where I'm not in a position that I could launch any pieces, but you know, maybe I'll be threatening like knight h5, knight takes, queen takes, and then I'm threatening to take this knight. And I think knight h5 is the kind of move I wanted to play, threatening this pawn. Likely that we'll see bishop takes there, and our rook will come in. Maybe the queen will come here. I don't know, it's interesting. I'm kind of happy with how the opening's gone. Happy that I've still got 13.5 minutes. Definitely been more successful since I've actively tried to play quicker. I could definitely sit on positions for a long time. Don't get that. You're trying to go here? Is that your like single threat that you've got? If I play h3, it kind of weakens this knight. So that's one candidate move. The other one, like I say, is knight h5. Then knight there. Takes. Knight takes back. Do I want to trade a pair of knights? Or do I play h3, but then this? I'm going to move, yeah, but then then maybe there. Actually, so there. Oh, actually there, takes. Oh no, I don't have that because it's check. I'm leaning towards h3. Just stopping something from coming here. And also your knight has gone here and back again in the last two moves, so you've wasted some time. I'm a bit upset that my knight's now undefended against moves like queen here. But like I say, if you move your queen, there's going to be tactics of knight takes on h6. Yeah, but does it work in this exact position? So knight takes h6, that takes there, that takes there. Wins me a pawn. But where can you put your knight somewhere interesting? Yeah, so knight takes check. If you do nothing, I can reinforce with the I can just come back. Knight takes. You're in check, so you're going to take there. I take there. Attacking this pawn as well, which is useful. Is there any good knight jumps? I don't think so, because anywhere you go, maybe here. So what does that look like? Knight there, I take it, and the queen takes there. Yeah, what does that look like? I can then drop my rook back to here in that line. You can attack my queen. And I can defend my knight. I think it works. We'll find out. Say takes. This move here is an interesting try. Knight here, attacking my rook and uncovering the queen attack on the knight. But I was thinking I could take it, right? Take it, but then he picks up here and he's going to pick up this pawn, which is annoying. Okay, that's passive. Oh, and I can take it. Oh, that's filthy. I take there because of the pin. But he can go here. I don't have any great retreating squares. Here is maybe my best shot to give up. I'm so eager to just play the move, but that's not right. Say takes. The issue is that my knight hangs at the end of some of these lines. King moves there out of the way of the pin. One option is I just take a pawn. Takes there. Check. There. Check there. Oh, there's got to be something there. Or there. Takes. So I get two pieces for it. And then rook over, check. Work it out. It's annoying because it looked like it was going to be totally. Oh, maybe. Okay, resigns. He didn't even consider this. I don't think it's as crushing as resignable, but let's have a look. So we got very standard moves at the start. So this white wins 63% of the games. It wants a4, which I know is a move. In here, knight out is fine. So this is all fine. Yeah, and like I say, knight h4. White wins 70% of these games. Knight there. Oh, so let's push the other knight. Why knight G rather than knight H? Maybe just so you, I don't know, give yourself some more escape squares. It's much for muchness. Yeah, so maybe, fine, interesting. So queen up, I presume getting ready to sack. And you've got to play there. What would like a human move be? Say you did nothing and you press this. Oh, you sack that way. Really? Oh. No, you just pin. Okay, so that's +7. Okay, so that's an interesting one for future, because I think we'll get this position in more games. So queen d2 is good. +0.5. The other move I was thinking was a4. Seems to think that that's okay too, but we actually went f4, and that says it's now equal. Brilliant. So takes, +0.6. Queen d2, just let him take it. +0.5. And here, okay, it says it does, oh wow, +4. So it takes. Queen e7 lets me drop back. What about knight g? Yeah, I can have the tactic that I just had. Yeah, of course it goes there. Yeah, queen h5. Okay, rook takes. So after this, I didn't know if there was some kind of forced continuation. Yeah, so I saw this far, and then I was thinking knight here I would have probably played. It says it's +9. Well, they resigned. Nice game. Thanks for watching.